Hey guys, this is Ms. Jacobson. This is day 2 of working on your CER. So our lesson goal for today is we will be able to create written responses that support a claim with evidence and reasoning. Just as a review, a CER has a claim, evidence, and reasoning. A claim is a statement that can be supported by evidence. It's your answer to the question. It's your opinion. Evidence is text evidence, quotes from the book, and reasoning explains how those quotes prove that you're right. What makes good evidence? How can I pick my evidence for a CER? It needs to be evidence from the text. It needs to use a direct quote from the story. It needs to prove your answer, so don't pick a quote that doesn't prove what you're saying. And you need to be able to explain how it proves your answer. So let's think about this. If I was writing a CER, even without knowing what my claim is or my prompt is, which one of these would best be used for text evidence? A says Byron kissed a mirror when looking at his own reflection. B says on page 14, Dad says this little knucklehead was kissing his reflection in the mirror and got his lips stuck. C says, can't you tell, Willona? This little knucklehead was kissing his reflection in the mirror and got his lips stuck. D says, Byron acts stuck up in a lot of ways like he's too good. I'm going to give you just a second to think about that. If I was writing a CER and I was turning it into a paragraph, which would make the most sense? Which would be the best for my text evidence? So the answer, well, let's go through these step by step. Byron kissed a mirror when looking at his own reflection. That's automatically, we're going to cross that one out. It doesn't have a direct quote from the text. B says on page 14, that's great. It gives me a specific page number. Dad says, okay, so it lets me know who the quote is from. That's good. The little knucklehead was kissing his reflection in the mirror and got his lips stuck. That's a direct quote from the book. B is awesome, but we still have to check our other answers. C says, can't you tell, Willona, this little knucklehead was kissing his reflection in the mirror and got his lips stuck? So that's a direct quote, which is good, but I don't know what page it's from, and I don't know who's talking. So that's good, but is not as good as B. And then D says, Byron acts stuck up in a lot of ways like he's too good. That's useless evidence. That's an opinion, and it doesn't have any facts to back it up. So when you cite your evidence, that means when you use it, when you quote it to prove your answer, you're going to start it with some sort of sentence starter on page 14, according to this page, as the author mentioned on page blank, in the 5th paragraph. So you start it with some sort of sentence starter, you use an exact quote, include the paragraph number, and use quotation marks. Make sure when you're writing your CER today that you use strong evidence. Remember, your prompt for today is using at least 5 complete sentences and a CER formatted answer with specific quotes as text evidence. Answer the following question. What is the theme of the story The Roof of Leaves? When you write your CER, you're going to answer the question with a claim, use a sentence starter, quotation marks, and a direct quote with a paragraph number for evidence, and then explain how your evidence proves your answer using reasoning. You'll have today and tomorrow to work on this CER.